Greetings to my sisters of Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated Omicron Sigma Chapter. I am Charli P. Roland, a past Yellow Tea Rose. Under the administration of President Minnie Echols in 1955, the chapter discussed owning a house as local headquarters and National Sigma Teen Town program. While employed with Lemoyne College, I peeked from the window of my office and spied a for sale sign at 805 Saxon Avenue. At this time, Ritta P. Smith was president, and I notified her and the chapter. Then the investigation started. It was found that Top Hat and Tails Club were the sellers. Attorney B. F. Jones, husband of Soror Catherine Jones, negotiated the purchase. The deal was closed August 22, 1957. Soror Catherine Jones wrote the following poem, which symbolizes the start and ending of the deal. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe, who had so many children that she knew not what to do. There were some sorors not very old, who dreamed of a sorority house, I'm told. They searched near and oh so far, but they continued to aim at that star. Soror Roland gently took the floor, and told of a house in Lemoyne's back door. In a large yard upon a hill, was a house that would give her sisters a thrill. Painted white, with a roof of blue, white is for purity, and blue is for true. With touches of blue, and touches of gold, this is no secret now, it must be told. They worked as quietly as a mouse, to give Memphis its first sorority house. Listen carefully as I end this verse, other organizations may follow, but Omicron Sigma was first. The property was placed on the National Register of Historic Places by the United States Department of Interior on December 4, 2023. Omicron Sigma Chapter is the only and initial sorority or fraternity house owned by an African American Greek-lettered organization in the state of Tennessee. This is greater service, greater progress.
Hello, my sisters. My name is Minnie Echols, and when I was a president of the Omicron Sigma chapter in 1954 to 1955, we discussed purchasing a house to use as our Memphis headquarters and to establish a teen town. I served on the Omicron Sigma Teen Town Committee. I was an educator for Memphis schools. Melrose High School was my place of employment. We were very elated after purchasing our sorority house. Be proud that we own property, as this was a humongous feat for ladies to accomplish in the 1950s. During this time, single or divorced women were not allowed to buy homes for themselves nor have lines of credit. Give yourselves a pat on the back for consistently caring for our property. 805 Saxon Avenue belongs to all of the women of Omicron Sigma. It was purchased before the sorority placed stipulations on purchasing homes for the sorority. Let us continue our legacy, commitment, and concern for our Sigma home. Remember the Sigma Creed and refer to her often, like our pledge. We would have been so proud that the home has been listed as a National Historical Landmark. The sorority house will always keep us doing greater service, while making greater progress. Greetings, sorors. I am Ritta Hawkins Porter Smith, and when I was the president in 1956 to 1958, Omicron Sigma purchased the sorority house during my administration. I was one of the members that was on the Omicron Sigma Teen Town Committee. I was notified by Soror Charli P. Roland of the vacant house located at 805 Saxon Avenue. Upon investigation, it was noted that the owners of Top Hat and Tails Club were the sellers. I, along with Sorors Eldora Amos, Willette Bowling, Jeanette Carr, Charlie Hurd, and Catherine Jones, pledged and paid $100 or more towards the purchase of our sorority house. I also donated one of the 2 coffee urns for the house. I also gifted 2 lamps and a combination radio and TV for the local headquarters. Restart the effort to repair our sorority house, please. Asking for donations or pledges at the local level helps tremendously. Please continue to take care of our chapter's dream. Always remember this important endeavor by the chapter sisters of Omicron Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority, Incorporated.
Hello, sorors. My name is Mary Riley Brooks, a former Yellow Tea Rose of Omicron Sigma chapter. In 1961, I served as president of Omicron Sigma chapter. I was a member on the National Board of Directors for the sorority, before being the Southeastern Regional Director from 1968 to 1974. I was an educator at Hamilton High School and a retired principal of Prospect Elementary. I moved, after retirement, to Ontario, California. Sorors Catherine Jones, Jean Annette S. Carr, Minnie Echols, Rosa Ford, Eldora Amos, Ritta Hawkins Porter Smith, Ophelia Watson Flowers and I were on the chapter Sigma Teen Town Committee. The house was purchased as local headquarters and to implement the Sigma Teen Town National Project for the sorority. In order to obtain funds for our sorority house, most of the active financial members pledged an amount and paid. I, along with Sorors Annie Jean Goodlow, Inez Woods, Rosa Hawley, Hazel Lowe, Elizabeth Plaxica, Charli P. Roland and Rosa Ford pledged and paid $50 or more towards this worthwhile goal. The house was listed for $7,500 and another $1,500 was raised for much-needed repairs. Another donation of $5 was suggested for the paint job on the side walls of the assembly room. Sorors Clara J. Hill, Charlie Hurd, Eldora Amos, Ruth Wills, Elizabeth Plaxica, Willette Bowling, Nanella Johnson, Eleanor Oglesby, Mosetta Vaughn, Charli P. Roland and I donated towards the painting endeavor. The purchase of this feat was enormous as we were the first African American Greek-lettered organization in the state of Tennessee to do so. Keep in mind that this was a group effort by all of the dedicated women of our chapter. Thank you for keeping our dream of the house alive. Greater service, greater progress, Sorors.